amazing. That means so much to me. Thank you guys so much. And obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're into, not only basketball content, obviously, but yesterday I did post a normal ASMR, a traditional ASMR video, just me doing some different types of triggers and different sort of tingly things on my, video that day. It was really nice. A shorter video, easier to digest video. I think it's a really nice one that I really enjoyed making. So if you're not really into basketball, check out that one, or I do a lot of gaming content as well. But other than that, yeah, I guess we can get started with checking out this team that I have to build using a total of $15. Okay, so getting on with the teams. It is just a traditional point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center lineup. And with these lineups, there are $1 players who may be either underrated, maybe just not so great, maybe a budget baller type of NBA player. Goes on to the $2, $3, $4, and then the $5 players are usually like the superstar players, but with only $15, you can only really afford two. Unless you want to spend, you can't always pick three, that's 15. So you really gotta budget out, be smart with your money, pick out some maybe good budget guys, and then maybe a couple superstars, or maybe just go all out with the super good players, who knows. At the point guard position, so starting out with the $1 players, is Jamal Murray. Pretty surprising $1 player in my opinion. We got Kyle Lowry at the $2 position, Chris Paul at the $3 position, Kyrie Irving at the $4 position, and at the $5 position we have Steph Curry. Very good lineup. That might be the deepest one of the entire video, in my opinion. It might be. The $1 players for the shooting guard positions are Norman Powell, not bad, definitely a pretty good budget guy. Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Bradley Beal, and at the $5 position we have James Harden. That's a really good $5 player, man. These $5 guys are definitely the more intriguing of the players to choose from. It's very hard to not want to pick them. This one is kind of interesting, but at the small forward position for $1, they have Anthony Edwards, which I really haven't been watching a whole lot of Timberwolves games. Obviously, they're like, I think, the worst team in the NBA, right? Record-wise. I don't know if Anthony Edwards has been starting at small forward with Malik Beasley at the 2. I'm not sure if that's what's happening. If it is, that's kind of crazy. But anyways, we have Jeremy Grant, who I think he's more of a traditionally a power forward, but they have him here at small forward for $2. DeMar DeRozan, Jason Tatum, and then Kawhi Leonard at $5. Man, that's very good. Power forwards now. We have Blake Griffin at $1, man. The rise and fall of Blake Griffin, very sad. John Collins at $2, might be a budget guy. Zion for $3, Anthony Davis for $4, and Giannis Antetokounmpo at $5. Yes, obviously, Giannis is gonna be $5. $1 for centers. We have Jonas Valanciunas, which, again, these $1 guys are all pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Christian Wood for $2, Nikola Vucevic for $3, Joel Embiid, MVP candidate for $4, might be a snag, and at $5, you have Nikola Jokic, which, again, I mean, is Embiid a $5 player and Nikola Jokic a $4 player? I guess in this one, they're taking Jokic over Embiid, which I guess is just like an opinionated opinion, I guess. Okay, so if you have seen my channel before, you would know that ASMballeR, his first move is finding the budget ballers, and I guess I sort of kind of spoiled my first pick at the beginning of introducing them, but usually when starting a team, I love having a good point guard. I feel like the point guard might be the most important position in the entire NBA. Usually if you have a good point guard, you're usually pretty set in your sort of rebuild or team or anything like that. So, going with the point guard position, we have a player at $1 who just scored, wasn't it 40 or 50 points without even shooting a free throw? And that's Jamal Murray for $1. I mean, I'm not a hater or anything, but yo, Jamal Murray could arguably be a $3 player over Chris Paul and Kyle Lowry. I'm just saying. I'm taking Jamal Murray at $1. series a little bit like he did in the playoffs. I mean, let's not forget how great the Denver Nuggets were in the playoffs, coming back 3-1 two different times in the playoffs. And that Jamal Murray performance against the Utah Jazz is absolutely one of the best performances that we've seen in a very long time. Like that, showdown with Donovan Mitchell. He was, going up against Donovan Mitchell most of the time during that playoff series. So for $1, I think Jamal Murray is a guaranteed steal. Mark my words. So $1, Jamal Murray. Taking a look at the other positions, we do have a lot of very good options, but usually gotta find the steals, and I think I did definitely found one. I found one for sure. But you also need a go-to man. You need your superstar. You need a guy who you can not only give the ball to, but rely on night in and night out. So I'm picking from the $5 spots right now. So yes, a whole whopping $5 already gone from my wallet, and I already lost $1. So $6 already gone out of 15. That's a lot. So man, there's a lot of good ones. Obviously can't get Curry because we have Jamal Murray, but I mean, Giannis is always a good pickup. He can always lead a team. He's a player who can average 30, 15, and 2 blocks a game. Like, he's a crazy player. Nikola Jokic, a triple-double guy as well. But I really, 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 really like how this player is playing this year, and I'm thinking this obviously this sort of lineup is going to be in 2021. So this is the 2021 versions of these guys. So to keep that in mind, I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard at $5 for maybe my top player spot. We'll have to see later on, but I think having a great two-way player, obviously Kawhi being known as the best two-way player in the NBA right now, obviously with being a great offensive player, averaging nearly 25, 26 points per game, to guarding the opposing team's best player, the LeBron Jameses, Kevin Durant's of the world, yada, 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 we get it. So I think having a guy like that, and also a guy who's not very egotistical, a guy who will probably pair up well with a lot of these guys in sort of like an IRL sense. Kawhi Leonard, $5. I'm picking him up, so I have Jamal Murray at the 1, my point guard. I got my go-to man, my superstar, at Kawhi Leonard, the small forward. That's $6. Almost half of my money gone with 2 players, but we still have a long way to go. Okay, so next up on the list, man, there are a lot of good positions. This might actually be like the most loaded, well-rounded one we've done, obviously besides the legend one we did, which again, if you haven't seen any of my other $15 builder videos, make sure you check out my other ones. I should probably make a playlist of these videos. I'll probably do that. Hopefully I make it before this video's out. But at another pretty reasonable price, this guy could even be a $1 player, a $3 player. This guy switches every couple weeks on how good he is, but hopefully we can get the best version of him. And that is a power forward. And this is going to kill me a whole lot, but again, this is 2021, and the season Anthony Davis has had this year hasn't been the greatest of his career. It's been good. Obviously, Anthony Davis averaging like 22 points per game, still a very good defender, still getting the job done. Obviously, Lakers are still arguably the title favorites. I mean, the Nets, Clippers are very good teams, but Anthony Davis is still on a little bit of a downer of a year, obviously, and again, getting hurt. I'm not counting in his injury into my decision, but again, this year he wasn't playing anything crazy like we've seen before. Obviously, in like the finals and the previous years, he's been a 26, 27 point per game scorer. So I think I'm gonna have to pass. I'm gonna pass on Giannis. I think he needs the ball in his hand a little bit too much to be effective, and I like a lot of ball movement. And I don't think with Giannis that's gonna be super great. So I'm actually gonna get a player, more of a supporting role player, and I'm gonna get $2, John Collins. John Collins, again, kind of like with Anthony Davis, not really having the best sort of year. A lot of trade talk surrounding John Collins a lot, but I feel like a player who can, provide some pretty good offense. It's just like the defense is the thing I'm really worried about when I'm picking up John Collins. Although it's not going to be the most defensive-minded guy on our team, he's still, at least in my opinion, going to get the job done, averaging 18 points per game, nearly 8 rebounds. It's not bad, but another thing I really wanted to get him for is because I know he is a 38% three-point shooter, so we can stick this boy in the corner right now and have Kawhi go one-on-one, and Jamal Murray can even go one-on-one. Maybe we pick up another guy and go nice shoot the three, play above the rim, pretty decent rebounder, just young. So $2. I'm picking up John Collins for various reasons we just talked about. So with that being said, we have Jamal Murray at the 1, Kawhi at the 3, John Collins at the 4. We have two roster spots open, so that's $1 plus 5. That's 6 plus 2. That's $8 out of 15. We're cutting it close. I think our team is pretty good so far. It's kind of young, so that's not always a bad thing. Let's see. You know what? I talk about this guy a lot in a lot of my videos. He keeps coming up for some reason. Man, this guy this year's having such a great year. Such a great two-way player. I think definitely Devin Booker at $2 is an absolute snack. That is a great pick if you pick him up. Again, just Jamal Murray isn't the greatest defensive point guard, so that would be kind of like an ouchie, at least for me, in my opinion. If you pick up like a Chris Paul and a Devin Booker backcourt, that's $5. That's a good backcourt, at least in my opinion. Or even a Kyle Lowry, who's not the best defender, but probably a better defender, at least IQ-wise. But come on, like, I gotta pick up Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown at $3 is a very good pickup, in my opinion, as well. He brings the offense, being almost a 30-point per game score this year. Again, this is 2021 versions of these players. And again, I don't want to say great, he's a very good perimeter defender, arguably the best defender on the Boston Celtics with Marcus Smart out. I think he'd pair very well with Kawhi. Kawhi can play off the ball with him. He's a pretty decent three-point shooter, can control the ball pretty well, can get his own shot when he needs to. So we have great shot creation in Kawhi, Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray, a corner three guy. We can just sit in the corner with John Collins. He can even get his own with good offensive rebounding and rim running. I think that's great. Again, defense in the interiors, we're going to struggle at a lot, but I feel like we can make it up with a good center, so let's try to find one. So yeah, I think that's a good pickup. We have Jamal Murray and Jaylen Brown. I think that's a pretty steady backcourt. Again, we have a good defense with Jaylen Brown, and again, Jamal Murray isn't a bad defender. I'm not saying he's a horrible defender, but again, I always want to make it sort of even, but who can also score pretty well. We have Kawhi, again, two-way player. Our wings are very good and set. We have John Collins, who, three-point shooter. Hopefully he can help us out. He doesn't really need the ball in his hand, so it frees up a lot of space for Kawhi, Jaylen, Jamal Murray. But we are now into the center position, and we have $1 Jamal Murray, $3 Jaylen Brown, that's $4, $5 Kawhi, that's $9, $2 John Collins, that's $11. So we have $4 left over. Sure, could I definitely take a Nikola Vucevic, Nikola Vucevic at $3, and then maybe bump up one of my other guys like a Jaylen Brown to a Bradley Beal? Sure, I think that would be a very viable option. Bradley Beal takes a lot of offensive carrying on a team. He can definitely help us out a lot. He can score 40 points on any given night. That'd be awesome. And then Vucevic, being a guy down low, good post player, can even pass out to John Collins for threes and things like that. I think that'd be very cool. Or I can even upgrade, Collins to Zion Williamson, which, God, that's a beast all on his own. That's a crazy guy to have on a team. But come on, this dude is an MVP candidate, and he's at $4. He's $4. Joel Embiid. I'm snagging Joel Embiid for $4. That's crazy. I mean, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Yay, we did it. That was really cool. I feel like that's a crazy team. It might be perfect. It might be the perfect team. I don't know. No, there's obviously no wrong answers. I say that in all my videos. There's never any wrong answers. I would love to hear your guys' opinions and what you guys would do with your $15, I guess. Again, I think the Devin Booker for $2 is a steal. That's definitely a steal. I think even Anthony Davis at $4 is a steal. Jaylen Brown at $3 is a steal. Like, there's a lot of really good pieces, and then obviously with, you know, Steph with $5, Giannis with $5, even James Harden with $5. Like, if you get one of those guys, you're set. Or if you can even do, you know, Steph and Kawhi at $10, and then fill in the rest of your roster up. That's even like cool. You can even have just like 2 stars and a lot of good pieces, and you'll be perfectly fine. So I definitely had a lot of mine. If you watch a lot of my other $15 ones, I like to completely make a team, not just like have, you know, Steph, Kawhi at $10 and fill it in with a bunch of $2 and $1 guys. I like to make a complete team, if that makes any sense. So man, I think that's really it. And then again with the Anthony Davis pick, like, when I saw AD at $4, I was almost like, oh, of course I'm gonna pick Anthony Davis at $4. But if this is going to be the 2021 versions of these guys, and I obviously think Anthony Davis can still be great. He is great. He will be great. He just needed a little bit more time to get more sort of into the season, and then he got hurt. So I think definitely after he gets back with his rest, he'll be nice and boosted and ready for the rest of the season. Hopefully, you know, playoff and everything like that will be totally fine. I think it will, but it's not a player I think I needed to have, if that makes any sense. I could have picked up, you know, $4 Anthony Davis and then $2 Christian Wood. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'd probably make Christian Wood the power forward and then Anthony Davis the center, though, if this was like a real life scenario. But yeah, I think that's what I could have done and would be fine. But Embiid, MVP candidate, John Collins, a good power forward for sure. Just not having the greatest season right now, just in a bad situation. Kawhi, Jaylen Brown, almost similar type players, but that's pretty crazy. And then Jamal Murray, just an absolute killer. He can definitely be our leading scorer. He can be a pretty decent facilitator. It's going to be really cool. So, yeah, again, I think that is going to be it for me, guys. So make sure you leave a comment down below for the teams you do. You leave a comment down below on anything. I love just chit-chatting with you guys down in the comments. You guys are all very, 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 very lovely people. Make sure you like the video if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you again, I'm assuming,